Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Stryker break. We've got the good stuff today. Nothing but the good stuff. High roller breaks. Only the highest end, best, ultra modern, brand new baseball cards that exist. What's better than that? The only thing better than that is Baseball America sponsoring this break number 1. They've got the top 10 schedule rolling out. We're going to talk a little bit more about it as we go on. But you can look on the calendar here and see that today is for the A's. And we've got the Angels, the Astros, the Mariners, the Rangers, the top prospects in each organization getting rolled out by Baseball America, baseballamerica.com. Use the code Stryker and you can save 30% off a digital membership, but that ends on the 13th, Friday the 13th. That discount code will no longer be available. So make sure you take advantage. We're going to look at a couple of things on the website in a little bit. But first, what are we ripping today? Bowman Draft, 2024 Bowman Draft. The new, the good, but not just that. How about Topps Chrome Cosmic? Another fan favorite. We're going to sprinkle in a little bit of Topps Chrome update series. We got a hobby box, Breaker's Delight, Stadium Club, Hobby, and the good stuff. The good. Gilded collection. Every box contains various treasures. All numbered cards, couple of autographs, real high end. We're going to start out with this. A Bowman Draft box. Welcome, friends. Liam sending good vibes. We need it. Has it started for anyone? Yeah. Mr. Infuego. See ya. What's up, Mark? Yeah, this is going to be a good one, man. We got all kinds of autographs. 3 breaks today. This is break number 1. Beep boop 211 sending good vibes and good luck. All right. Appreciate that super chat. Getting those good vibes going nice and early. All right, we are on break number 1. I got the names pulled up. How's the weather up north? It is not snowing currently. It's like right on the edge of snow and rain. Kind of nasty. Gray as always. Gray as ever. Pack number 1, our autograph, Trey Snyder. It's an Aqua Lava to 199 for the Mets. Speaking of the Mets get Soto. I was so confident that the Yankees were going to get Soto. I can't believe it, man. I mean, I can. Of any team, like the number 2 team, it was the Mets. Just because of their ownership situation and his ability and willingness to spend money. But I feel like those 2 organizations just got played against each other in the FOMO game to the ultimate extent. And they ended up on a huge number. Trey, you savage, to 250. But it's okay. It's okay, Yankees fans. You get Max Fried. He's pretty good. You'll get to see Max Fried every 5 days instead of Juan Soto every day. That's fun still, right? Ben, congratulations. But at least you're not the Tigers, and they're just like, hey, we got a big move for you. Alex Cobb. 1-year deal. Is that all? I hope not. I hope that's not all. Do you think the Mets overpaid? Says Po Boy. No. Not really. Juan Soto is the best player to hit free agency. I mean, since Shohei, but like the best normal player Chase Burns, die cut. So, I mean, we haven't really seen anything like that before. I guess the last time that it was close to a player in his prime in the free agency market would be Bryce, like a similar situation. And that was a while ago. So times have changed. Inflation has hit pretty hard. But I don't think they overpaid for him. I think he was bound to get about that much. But man, it made the Yankees organization look like a bunch of weak. I'm not. The word is not fun. I'm not going to say it, but you all know. You had to get Soto. You had to keep him. You can let the Mets come in and swipe your guy out from underneath of you that you gave up some players for, and you really got nothing out of it. Like, you made the World Series, yay, but that's not a dub. That's not a championship, so it doesn't even matter really. It's World Series or bust for the Yankees. Like, just making it is not good enough. They have to win it. So maybe, I don't know. I think they had to do it. They had to keep Soto no matter what. In my mind, it played out a little something like this. There was just a bunch of one-upsmanships coming. Like, okay, we'll go to this number, we'll go to that number, and eventually, you know, the Yankees just tapped out like a bunch of. You know what? And so, like, the cope coming out of Yankees fans is hilarious. It's hilarious. They say things like, the Yankees made the right move. Soto is a two-tool player. The cope is palpable. Like, you can taste it. It's hilarious because that's all it is. It's fine. This is fine. We didn't want him or need him anyway. It's like, yeah. Just be honest. This sucks. I hate our ownership. Our owners, they're the worst. I hate them. They're cheap. They're cheap. Relatively cheap. Okay. Because it's not they're just, if you look at the payroll, but relative to what they should be and how much they should be paying in that market, in the biggest market, compared to the Mets and the Dodgers, cheap. No, but we paid Aaron Judge. We have Aaron Judge and we have Cole and we got to build this team. Cope. Cope much? Carter Holton, sky blue. But that's my take. What do I care? I don't like the Yankees. I don't care about them at all. But from an outsider's perspective, if I was a Yankees fan, I would be furious. See, Gare at least is being honest. Says, obviously we wanted Soto. $760 million ain't cheap. No, it's not. It's extremely expensive. But you get what you pay for. Just like with baseball cards. For example, you go into your LCS and they got a sale on some cards. Which cards are on sale? Not the good ones. Levi Sterling of the Pirates going to Vincent. It's not the good ones that are on sale. It's the ones they can't get rid of that are on sale. Those are the cheap ones. You know, like a box of 2021 Series 1, Series 2, Series like update series. That's what's going to be on sale. 2022 Topps Chrome. Like, hey, it's Topps Chrome. You can get, or something like that, you know. Sonic. 2022 Topps Chrome Sonic is on sale. Like, you're not going to get Soto for a reasonable price. Nor should you. Arias, Lunar Glow. Not a first. Hold on 1 second. What's 600 versus 700? What's any amount of money for the Yankees to spend, really? Especially, you know, long-term deal structured in a specific way. Connor Griffin. What I'm curious about is what it's going to do for the rest of the contracts coming out. It's a good refractor right there. You know what is an underrated move that's going to help an organization a lot is the Jimenez trade to the Blue Jays. Andres Jimenez is really good. He's underrated. He's got a lot of different talents, multiple tools. Lefty, exactly what the Blue Jays need. A lefty that can hit. A guy that, I mean, he can legitimately bat like anywhere in the lineup. You could lead him off. You could still lead off Springer and have him bat second, and then you got a couple of you needed to get some lefties, some good lefties, if you're the Blue Jays. I don't know what the rest of the plan is with them, but I like the move. What do you guys think about that? Because, I mean, the Soto thing is what it is. There's not a whole lot to say about that. I think everybody can agree the Yankees are a bunch of, well, they didn't have what it took. And it took a pair to pay that kind of money. We've got a Breaker's Delight box here, or HTA Choice as it's known in this particular format. 3 autographs, Carter Matheson for the Phillies. Going to David. Mojo parallel to 150. Carson DeMartini. Another Philly. Do we got a Phillies box or what? Is it going to be 3 for 3 Phillies hits? No. Peyton Tolle. Red Sox going to Eli. Congratulations on the autograph. The first autograph. 3 firsts. 3 for 3. We're going to be filling up this stage in an amazing way. To the point where it's almost like I only probably have room for autographs on the stage. I was thinking about it in advance. Boom, boom. We're going to replace you. Actually, you can go just right back there. All right, check this out. We're going to do a little screen capture, a little screen share. If I can figure it out. Baseball America. Go to baseballamerica.com. Just go to the homepage and look at all the juicy articles and information they have. They're talking about Crochet. They're talking about the top 100 list, all of the acquisitions. They're already on top of the Rule 5 draft, ranking every prospect for every single team. If you want to know anything about the 2025 draft, this is the #1 place to go. The best information. This is what the pros use, the scouts use. Anybody who knows anything about baseball prospects, Baseball America is the place to go. Not only that, Sasaki, everything you want to know about any rumors, any information at all. The whole international market, they've got that covered. Here's the top 10 lists for all of the different organizations. Keep scrolling down. They have a new article about Bowman's best, the checklist, and they're breaking it all down. Bowman draft. Everything you want to know about Bowman draft, all the prospects to get, everything. Make sure you use the code Stryker if you want a digital subscription. You'll get 30% off. We continue with the box of Stadium Club. 2 autographs coming out of here. Yeah, I don't really know, Seth, but cool. Thank you. Thank you for that. Out of all of them, you know, out of every single one. It is hilarious. You get one that's just slightly off, and they'll let you know. They'll let you know. Like, let me see here too. Second round pick, 50th overall. Tool. Got to rely on a little help from your friends sometimes. Good old internet, you know? If you dare make a mistake, woo! Hundreds, nay, thousands of people line up to tell you about it. Social media, what a wonderful thing. You better be perfect. You better be. Or have some real thick skin. Oh, okay, gotcha. I mean, I don't even know. Like, that's one that I don't know. Because normally, Seth, even like, if you even enunciate the wrong syllable, you know? Oh, I hear all about it. All about it. And I'm the best of all the breakers of getting the names right. Everybody knows it too. But there's the occasional one like that. I'm just like, could be a lot of different things. Tool, Tole, Toll, Tool, Toll, Tommy T. I don't. It could be a lot of different things. So sometimes you just take a stab and hope that you're right. And if you're not, oh baby, get ready. Emails, DMs, comment section, tweets, like you name it. He doesn't know anything. There you go. Stanton in a red. Encarnacion Strand. I should go one day and just like purposely slide in mispronunciations that I know are wrong and pretend like I don't. I think that might be a funny troll. That's not a image variation, is it? No. Certainly looks like one. All of them do. Almost all of them. Joe Adele to 75. Purple parallel. Cole Reagan's in a yellow. Jaron Duran red. Mason Wynn. Wade Boggs red. Come on, give us something huge. Superfractor. Torkelson. Otani. Red Seaver. I know. It's tough to tell over the internet when it's just text, though, you know, like jokes. Sometimes jokes are tough, especially sarcasm. Sarcasm is really difficult to sense over the internet. Unless you're actually like camera on and you can hear the context and the vocal inflection, then you can tell. But if it's just words and someone's like being sarcastic, how are you supposed to know? Yours was clearly in a joke form, though. I just didn't have time to read the whole thing. CES for the Reds. Could be worse. Could be worse. Reds, Anthony's got the Reds. There's a red Acuna. Garrett Cole in a red. Junior in a chrome. We got a die cut. Triumvirate Mickey Mantle. There's a green. Green Max. I guess the Tigers are rumored to sign Max Scherzer. The ghost of. The skeleton of. The corpse of. Lou Gehrig to 199. I don't know if that's going to happen. this guy kind of ruined everything for the Tigers because they're like, yep, we got to get Javi back and healthy. He's a big part of this team. But they're apprehensive to spend money because of the Javi situation. That is not good. I hate to hear that. How about some Cosmic? What break? Yeah, I took it down for a second. Thanks, Chuck. Just wait till September to pitch him. Like, what's a guy like that gonna ask for, too? Like 15 million? Tigers aren't in the same position as the Yankees. They don't have like infinite money they can do whatever they want with. So at least I thought that was the case with the Yankees. But ever since the big guy died, the little guy isn't so spend happy, doesn't care as much about winning championships, cares more about pinching pennies. And 1-year deals. I'm okay with like a 1-year deal here and there. Like it actually works out. But if we don't sign a big bat this offseason, just one, I don't expect a lot. But we need a bat, a power bat, somebody who can hit a home run. I'm gonna be really upset. Like they moneyballed this team together last year, and it was fun at the end. But let's get serious now. We've got the best coach in the league, best manager in the league. And we've got some really good young talent, and we've got the best pitcher in the league. Let's build around that. We have a window still. Even though there's a lot of young talent, there's still a window. There's always a window. Soto's deal is twice the entire Pirates payroll. Yeah, like, there's another team, the Pirates, like, better make something happen here because Skeens is going to be getting paid eventually as well. So you got a window with the Pirates, too. They've got some young talent. I don't know how long they've got O'Neal Cruz for, and Key Brian Hayes, and you know some of these pieces. Like they've got a window too. They need to spend some money. There's a lot of teams that need to spend some money to keep their fan base entertained. That's the whole point. Of course, the objectives are different, coming from a fan standpoint and an owner standpoint. Hate to hear it, but their objective is to make money. Some of them have an objective to win a championship. The real competitive people, and that's why they're billionaires too, by the way. Imanaga, because they just want to win at everything they do, usually. So it's strange to see like someone in a position to own an MLB team and not even try to compete. CES to 199. I guess some of the billionaires aren't super competitive. They're just super cheap. And that's how they got to be a billionaire, by being real cheap and stingy with people. What's up with this song? It's kind of scary. Should we just dive into it? I don't know. Yamamoto. I'm out on that song. Gold! Marischal to 50. Star Command. Usually when you get one of these little parallels of an insert, there's another one, at least another one. Nucleus. Scooble's got to get paid too, Blacksmith. I think we have him for another year here, but he's got to get... That's the main thing we're working on right now, from what I hear, is getting Scooble a contract extension. That's really important. but, and he's going to cost a lot of money. What we got? Come on, give us something. Okay. Orange. Color match Altuve. 21 of 25. Going to Michael. That's a fine question, Miles. Unfortunately, I won't be able to answer that for you because everybody has a different thing in mind when they ask that question. Imanaga Mercury. We had a pretty nice box here. Planetary Pursuit Mercury. Gold to 50, orange to 25. And another Encarnacion Strand. This one's to 199 though. We're going to put him with his twin brother on the stage. Fraternal, not identical. Okay, we got a bunch of stuff. How do I want to do this? I think we're going to go with this first, then a Breaker's Choice, then a Breaker's Delight. Then we've got all kinds of good stuff. I don't know what order to do it in. You ever see Trout leaving the Angels? I'd love it. I'd love to see it. See, he doesn't want to, I don't think. Like he's came out multiple times being like, this is my team, and I don't want to go anywhere. Levi Sterling. First auto for Vincent. We got a couple of Levi Sterlings happening. Here's an orange. Brody Bright to 25. This one's for Taylor. Two oranges and a gold on the stage already. Ryan Johnson to 99. He looks kind of old. He's not too old. It's just that photo. What a green. Angels green for Scott. Green chrome to 99. Start stacking them. Got a lot more to go. Well, these are breaks, James. So these cards are all spoken for already. You buy into a break, get a team, get all the cards for a team. In case you're new to breaks, a lot of people come along, they have no idea what a break is, never even heard of it. Sorry, is there an alert situation? Yeah, what's... The alert box is on, why didn't it... I see it, buddy. Norton with a $1.99 M's, get the third pick. Woo! Love the draft lottery. Well, it's got its pros and cons, right? Like if your team is getting a good draft pick, usually that means they stink. But at least there's hope. Hope is good. Hope is something. But sometimes it takes like 10 years for your team to be, oh, hope. Nothing. Our picks aren't panning out. Hope can lead to devastation. Yeah, Crochet to the Red Sox. That's a big deal. The Red Sox. Crochet is a beast. Yellow? Tyson Neighbors. Padres. Going to Patrick. Mariners have hope. Yeah, and the Mariners are much farther along. Like, it's kind of an ideal situation because the Mariners they're like 2 offensive players away from being extremely competitive, like playoffs, World Series, maybe. Like, you never know, right? But they need a couple of lefties too. They got to get something. Got to get some kind of help for Julio and Cal. Their pitching is great. With the Mariners, it's always looking into the future, so you're used to it. Yeah. A lot of teams are like that. But man, you really got to like have 10 years of at least 10 years of horrible play. Because you need so many picks to build a team. Like when your owners are cheap and they don't want to build anything around your best players via free agency or even re-signing some of your best talent, then you have to just build a team from the ground up, and that can take 10, 20 years, and maybe it never works. White Sox for Eli, another orange. Now we're talking. Look at this front row starting to build up. Nice color. Bazana. Phillies wanted Kirby or Gilbert for Bowman. I think Kirby and Gilbert are more valuable than Bowman. I'm still not sold on Bowman. He's good. Like, he was hitting for average, but not a ton of power. You don't need it all, but when you're a third baseman, like your first baseman, your third baseman need to hit home runs. Because if you don't get it from them, who are you going to get it from? One of your outfield slots? Right fielder, left fielder, maybe your center fielder is freaking awesome. Maybe your catcher's got some pop. You could get real lucky and have a shortstop that can hit 25 bombs, but you still need, like, you kind of need a guy that has 30 home run upside from your first and third baseman. And maybe Bohm develops a little more power, but he's kind of an old young guy. What's Bohm? He's got to be like 27, 28 now. Yeah, that's an old man. Old man. Yeah, he's 28. So, Bohm has a career 3.8 WAR. He hit 15 home runs last year. So, that's not going to get it done. No, I'm not on Whatnot, brother. Not yet, at least. I don't know if I ever will be. They've made me a generous offer, but gonna have to add a 0 to that, or 2. The Bohm project should be over. He's inconsistent. Well, I mean, he batted 280. He's like a good player, but not a great player. And you can't sign him to a long-term contract right now because he's like he's at his prime right now. He's got maybe 4 years of prime. So I guess you could sign him to a 4-year deal, and then like he would be 32, and he could get another big contract, especially if he proves it over these few years. So I wouldn't be opposed to Like he's good, like I said, but maybe not great. Couple of sky blues. I like him, and he's a piece, but he's not the guy. I think, I mean, even with like Schwarber and Bryce and Trey Turner, like all the protection in the world, all the on base, all the damage in the world, and he's still a 15 home run guy. Let's check this out. And then after this box, we've got 3 monsters in a row. Boom, boom, boom. What's it matter though, John? Really? Is it the only? It only matters like in your mind. For some reason. Like I wouldn't be leaving here. I'm never gonna leave this. I don't think. I mean, who knows? Who knows what might come around, but I built this thing up from nothing over years and years. So many videos. So much time spent. I'm not just gonna go somewhere else unless they offer me like something crazy. Oh, thanks, Chuck. I wish that counted for something. Something more than like a few hundred extra chips. Maybe it's 1,000 more, I don't know. But Monday was a dog, dude. Chuck, I started out the game taking basically 3 people out within the first, I don't know, 2-3 blinds. I'd like probably 12,000 chips, at least 10,000 chips in front of me. It was crazy. Everybody's like, I couldn't even fit my arms around it. And then I got involved in a hand with Brent, and I had pocket aces, and I raised pre-flop, but I didn't realize the blinds had just gone up. So my raise had to be a min raise. It was a 2.5x, which was like exactly the spot that I wanted the raise to be. But then since it was just like a friendly double, like Brent called with an inferior hand, and I don't know, it's a long story. I don't even want to get into it. Long story short, I gave him a lot of chips. And he was the guy I was fighting for first place with. Pedro, yeah, we do breaks on Wednesdays and Fridays. Yeah, no one could believe that. Like, dude, I gave, I don't know, like 8,000 chips to Brent or more or something in one hand. But I had pocket aces with the nut flush draw. There's three spades out there. So I had overpair, nut flush draw, top, like I couldn't fold that. Even though I didn't really want to, I didn't really want to call. I closed my eyes. Literally, I went like this. I went and just pushed my chips in because I knew I had to, and there's like I can still catch the flush here if he does have a flush, which he did, and I did not. Didn't catch it. You know, you got the nut out on the river, and you might be ahead right now. Like, he could have had kings. Could have had 2 pair. Could have had a lot of things, but there was not fun. I still had chips after that, though, and then I lost. But it's all about Saturday, the big game. The big game. There's a good all-etch rookie rush. Skeens. Nice card. Yeah, we play, we have a poker tournament every Monday. We've been doing it for about 20 years now. And we keep track of points. And when you get first place, you get 10 points. Second place, you get 7. Third, you get 5. 4th, you get 3 if it pays out. And then we just added this year a bubble point. So like if you're on the bubble, you get 1 point because the bubble is so painful. And if you take somebody out, you get a point for the bounty. So we keep track of all these points all year long. And at the end of the year, you get chips based on how many points you've accumulated over the whole year. And I've accumulated the most, so I've been first. I get the most chips, but that doesn't mean anything. The blinds get up there, and like an extra 100 or 1,000 chips doesn't matter. You still gotta get lucky and play really good. We got a banger here, folks. 1 in thousands of packs right behind this card. Sizzle. Evan Carter. Rangers rookie sizzle. And that is going to Mike. Congratulations. Did you get any Ginter X? I didn't even see it go on sale, Brandon. And I missed the Topps Chrome update Sapphire yesterday because I was sitting in a dealership buying my wife a car. And I got a notification on my phone as I'm sitting there, and I'm like, well, it's like I'm not getting any of this. But I did order a case on the secondary or whatever. I didn't get it through Topps. Tyler Black through Topps.com's offering, which was like a pretty good price. Did anybody get Brooklyn Collection today? Brooklyn Collection popped up. That's a good release, man. We should talk about that. Every year, Brooklyn Collection is one of the better releases that comes out. How about, do we even do that? I think I'm just going to set them to the side. But Brooklyn Collection is like it's a premium release. You get, I think, 7 cards in a box, 2 autographs, and at least like 1 parallel, 1 or 2 parallels. Low print run, thick card stock, highly collectible. Well, I would say I don't know how collectible. I don't know if that's correct. It's a great deal. And the checklist for the autographs are really good. There's a Skeens base. Might as well top load it. It's a $1,000 card, allegedly. I like Brooklyn. It seemed cheaper this year. I think it was the same price as last year, if I remember right. But, my memory, I guess, on that stuff isn't the greatest. But I think it was the same price. It should be like on the second. It always goes up in price. Secondary market, it's probably going to end up being like $300, $350. That's where it should be. If you look at the checklist on the autographs, it's like the cleanest, best autograph checklist that I've seen. Zach DeLoach. White Sox hit for Eli. Eli's got some cards on the stage. We're going to actually double them up. Back there. Would people use a marketplace with no seller fees? Is that a rhetorical question? You got to build up a marketplace full of buyers. So I guess the question is, would you rather use a marketplace with 0 fees that nobody else uses, at least at first? Or would you rather have the ultimate exposure for your goods? The thing that everybody uses. Stratospheric Stars, Jason Dominguez. Let's double them up with the Skeens. We'll put Skeens up top because we got way too many cards coming still. And get a couple stands ready, actually. And can we double anybody up? Sure. We already doubled him up. Oops. There we go. Bowman draft. HTA. Checklist for Brooklyn's Fire, yeah. How much do you think a sizzle of Paul Skeens would go for? I have no idea. I'm sure one has been listed or sold on eBay. Yeah, it's not just the base checklist either. It's the autograph checklist for Brooklyn Collection. And they're on card, high quality, thick 100-point card stock. And like when I say high quality, I'm not only talking about the presentation of the card and the thickness of the card stock, I'm talking about the quality control. Usually is like flawless on Brooklyn Collection. Tyson Lewis to 150, Mojo Parallel. Going to the Reds, that's Anthony's. Tyson Neighbors, Padre, we already got one, a yellow of his. And Randall Diaz, Nationals getting involved. Kurt, you're on the stage. Oh yeah, the Sapphire checklist is... The Sapphire autograph checklist, like that is a banger of a product. They're doing Sapphire right. Keep it low production, man. We need, like, let's just get down to brass tacks here. We're collectors. Everybody who's here right now, who's watching this, save for a few people who are just in, like, I don't know, maybe like $50 Chuck, who's just a friend and hanging out and being supportive. But most people watching this right now are collectors. We collect baseball cards. So in order for something to have collectability, it has to be sort of hard to get, sort of rare, hard to come by, low produced, something. Or it just has to be massively desired and the production is less than the demand. So keeping stuff low print is really important for the hobby. And it's going to be more expensive. That's just part of it. The more they produce, the less it costs usually. But there's got to be a few products like that. They're more expensive. Not everybody can afford it. Not everybody can get in on that level. Not everybody can buy it. It comes and it goes. But that's the stuff that ends up being super collectible over time. The price goes up. The fact that it includes autographs as well, on-card autographs. The rookie checklist is amazing. Sapphire's an amazing product. Topps Chrome Update Sapphire Edition. It's great. And I was sitting in the freaking dealership when it went live. Mad about that. Yeah. No, Aaron. I don't got it in me right now to do that. But what I do have in me is looking inside this magical box for a couple of autographs and some parallels. Rookie refractor, Tyler Holton. Oh, we got a rookie run? Maybe? Maybe a little rookie run? Oh, we got a rookie run. Okay, Skeens refractor. That's the one we want. Followed by Ben Brown Youthquake. Let's get this Skeens refractor. And a top loader right away, because if you guys watched the last video, I kind of went over the production numbers a little bit of Topps Chrome Update. Some of these parallels. Refractors, X-fractors, Prism, Ray Waves, and the refractors are lower produced than the X-fractors, surprisingly. Ben Brown Youthquake to 99. Oh, don't troll. Okay, I thought that was... It's Cole Reagans. Blue, true blue Cole Reagans. The numbering is 12 of 150. And a Blue Jays hit. Rodriguez. Refractor. For Ben, Reagans going to Andrew. Manny Margot, negative. Negative, still low pop. Even though you get like one per Breaker's Delight. Emmett Sheehan, rookie debut to 175, and a James Outman Youthquake. We got one box remaining in break number one. If you like this spread of boxes that we're opening today, make sure you hit the like button and make sure you check out Baseball America. Make sure you do. They've got everything you need to know about baseball cards. Draft, prospects, and they're even diving into individual releases with draft picks. Bowman's best, Bowman draft. We'll see what they come up with next. The next Bowman release, I think, is after Bowman's best is maybe going to be a regular Bowman. Just stabbed myself. Because I couldn't see. You barely see over my microphone and phone. Just don't bleed. Uh-oh, she's starting to seep out. Aha! What a professional. I'm prepared. How do you open these? This way. What do we do? What do we do first? That's always the question. I think I want to start with this one. Lively with a 13-month. Hit that like button. 13 months, baby. Also gifting 5 memberships. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Check out the chat if you're watching right now. You might have just got a free gifted membership from Lively. Jim Leland. Yes. Jim Leland gilded to 99. Hall of Famer Jim Leland. How sweet. But he's in his Marlins uni. Oh. I wish it was in the Tigers one. Glorious card, though. What a glorious Marlins card for Justin. Last pack of break number 1. Depends on your question, Flats. If your question is as follows, hey, I got this sweet card, what's it worth? Then no. You wouldn't imagine the amount of people that want to know that. And I'm not a Beckett. I'm not a human walking, talking Beckett. If that was possibly what you wanted to ask me. Smoltz to 75. That's a wave. Reggie Jackson to 99. Marte to 50. Mini Diamond, gold style. And here comes our auto. Sal Frelick to 75. Going to the Brewers. Brandon, congratulations. It's not that? Okay, fine. I still might not answer it. Just being honest. And it's nothing against you. It's just that I get so many emails I just can't do it, man. I might, though. Doesn't hurt to give it a shot. Just don't be offended if I don't answer. It's nothing against you. It's just a time thing. But you can join the Patreon group, become a slammer. I prioritize all the slammers messages. That's what I would recommend. Let us check out some hits. That's how you get in on the breaks, too. It's another benefit of being a slammer. Is you can ask me a question, and I'll answer it. Or you could, drop a super chat. That'd be great. That's the best way to do it. Like, hey, Stryker, I value your time and your knowledge. Here's a 5 spot. I got a question for you. That's... I'm going to read it and answer it. Unless you want to be a cheapskate and just try to get away with an email for free. Is that what you want to do? We got a lot of hits in break number 1. Just giving you a hard time. Giving everybody a hard time. I'm in that kind of mood today. Sheehan to 175. Margot negative. Rodriguez to 499, refractor style. Reagan to 150. Brown to 99. Tommy Troy in a lunar glow. Erhard, sky blue. Caglione, die cut. Lou Gehrig to 199. Scherzer, green. Mickey Mantle die cut. Little gold Reagans. Joe Adell to 75. Chase Burns die cut. Arias, Lunar Glow. Skeens base. Sosa negative. Black to 299. Couple of Sterlings. Look at that. 1-2 punch. Rayner to 199. Dakota Jordan to 499. Burkholder. You Savage to 250. Snyder to 199. Holton Sky Blue. Griffin Refractor. DeMartini to 150. Causey to 125. Tolley. Matheson. Soriano. CES to 199. Lindsay first auto. Gold Marichal. Deloach 250. Bonham 25. Neighbors 75. Bright 25. Ryan Johnson. Got a green to 99. Neely to 499. Tears Sky Blue. This seems like his never-ending hits. Mercury Imanaga, Altuve to 25, Jim Leland, Hall of Fame legend. Cigarette Relic in the upcoming A&G release, I hear. Noelve Marte to 50, Reggie Jackson to 99, John Smoltz to 75, Sal Frelick to 75, Tyson Lewis to 150, Diaz first auto, Neighbors first auto, Sizzle, Evan Carter, Skeens Refractor, Skeens Rookie Rush, Strato Stars, Jason Dominguez. Might have been the longest hit display I've ever seen. We got 2 more of them, baby. That was break number 1. Break number 2 right now. Good luck, everybody. And a shout out to Baseball America one last time for sponsoring break number 1. Check out baseballamerica.com. Make sure you use the code Stryker so you get a discount. The discount ends Friday the 13th, which is in a couple days. So you got to get in quick. Alrighty, break number 2, box number 1. We're ready. Christian, are you trying to advertise on the channel for free? How dare you? It's the second time I've seen you do that too. Or are you trying to do market research? I'm gonna have to put you in a timeout. Just a 5-minute one, just so you know. Gotta go, you gotta do it the proper way. You could easily just drop a super chat and then say the same exact thing. And I'd read it and you'd get engagement in the chat. But instead, you're trying to be cheap like the Yankees. You ain't gonna get Soto acting like that. I love it. We have a new reoccurring theme. The Yankees are cheap. Oh, that's a great theme. I bet you a vast majority of the people watching are just like, oh, let's go. Chase Burns, that's a big one. Chase Burns, number 2 overall pick for the Reds. Jerome getting in nice and early on the stage. A big card. Stryker Breaks, are you interested in an unused ticket for Nolan Ryan? Last no-hitter. If you're giving it away, then yeah. If I gotta pay for it, then nah. Christian Moore to 250. Going to David. Cags, Fractor. It's a good box already. Hosanna says, who cares about Hodo? Couldn't even be bothered to spell it right in the chat. Come on, Hosanna. You're wrong on multiple levels. Everybody cares about them, number one. Number two, your grammar is impeccable. Your spelling. I know it's just a simple mistake, but I'm gonna give you a hard time. That's what I do. Sup the cook. Can you take the baseball? Oh, my bad. Yeah. It's right in the way. Oh, here's a green parallel. And it's a good one. Bazana to 99. Beautiful green. Jacil. You don't see a lot of parallels of the in action. And if you're going to get one, that's the one you want. Pablo Torres says, how much is a purple home run challenge? One Ellie. Purple. Purple home run challenge Ellie. It's a good question. Rusty Rips with a $20 donation. Is this how you would advertise a scanning and catalog app where you can scan, sell, and database all the cards Stryker pulls? An app like AccuRips? Indeed, Rusty Rips, it is. Rusty's Rips gets it. You got an app like AccuRips and you want to give it a little shout out. Heck, maybe you have a business, eBay store, some cards you want to move at a certain place. You drop a little super chat and I'm gonna read it out. I may give you a little extra buzz and run with it too if I feel like it. If you give a generous $20 donation, you're also gonna, like, your super chat stays on the chat, at the top of the chat, depending on how long or how big of a donation you give. So it's a pretty sweet way of advertising an app like AccuRips. A place where you can scan, sell, and database all of the cards you pull on Stryker breaks. AccuRips. You see, it's easy and fair. What's that app again? AccuRips. It's fun. It's fun that way. Josh Karen to $4.99. Someone on Whatnot using my logo and selling cards. Well, what about their face and their voice? I don't know how Whatnot works. I don't know. Like, isn't it a streaming thing? I would think, since I've been in contact with the people from Whatnot multiple times, that they would know that that's not me. And that they would take care of that situation without me even having to email them. Isn't that right, Whatnot? Right? I wouldn't even have to email you. You'd be on top of that. Like, oh, clearly somebody is stealing Stryker Breaks' identity. We better take care of that because we've been talking to him for months and years about trying to get him on the site, and he hasn't come over yet. Jonathan with a $5 tip for the dealer. Keep crushing. Although I don't know if what you said is even real. See, a lot of people say a lot of things online, and who knows if it's real. But it wouldn't be the first time someone tried to steal my identity online. Braylon Payne to 200 Speckle. It's one of the things you got to deal with when you're an international superstar. Jonathan with a $5 super chat. Tip for the dealer. Keep crushing. Thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate you. AccuRips with a $19.99. I can't remember what you said that app was. Good thing you asked. AccuRips. Where you can scan, sell, and database all the cards that you pull on Stryker Breaks or whatever else. AccuRips. How fun. You know, this may be the breaking point where people finally are just like, oh yeah, because I haven't really been getting a ton of super chats lately, and that's fine. I'm not going to complain about that. It's just a donation thing, generosity of the viewers and watchers and supporters. I don't really talk about it a whole lot, like e-bagging. It's pretty cheap. Ariel Armas. But usually when the train gets rolling, catches like wildfire. Like Rick with a $5 super chat. Stryker, how much is a 1997 Upper Deck Travis Fryman worth? Well, if I had to guess, I would say 10 cents. That's an educated guess, not just one I pulled off the top of my head. Travis Fryman being extremely uncollectible, and Junk Wax era 97 Upper Deck, I'm guessing 10 cents. Scott dropping 10 gifted memberships. Thank you, Scott. Look in the chat. Everybody look in the chat. See if your name has a green highlight. You might have just got a free membership. And if you did, remember to use your monthly free member chat. Because if you're a member on the channel, you get one of those for free. It's like a super chat you just use for free. As one of the benefits, one of the many benefits. Well, Christian Moore is here to stay. Going to David. Hey. That's a first round pick, 8th overall. Big time. Christian Moore. We got two nice. Chase Burns. Might as well get these fellas up front. All three of these fellas. Those are some nice cards. Hey, Colin, double check your settings, because sometimes the settings are turned off to where you're like not, like you say, like, don't give me free gifts. So you got to make sure that's on. Like you can accept gifts, gifted memberships in your YouTube settings. Not really, Miles. Not really. J&J Sport Shorts. Coping hard. Rallying the troops. Like, yeah, nobody likes Soto anyway. He's really not that good. I'm sorry, but this is just pleasure. It gives me pleasure to see all the cope. I mean, I'm getting tingly inside because it's so enjoyable. I never thought I'd be so happy about something like that. But I'm experiencing it in real time. Jesse, thanks for joining, man. Are these rookies for 2024 or 2025? Well, usually Bowman draft, like when you have a first card in Bowman draft, you're in the bigs quicker than like if you were an international prospect. However, it also depends on if you're a college level player or a high school level player. So usually the high school level players have a higher upside and they're like more desirable, more chaseable. But the top college players, first round picks, especially like top 10 picks, top 15 picks, they usually make it a lot quicker. They're like game ready. They're pretty much ready to go. They've already played against harder, tougher competition than the high school guys. So we'll see them quicker, but sometimes it takes years, couple years, few years, depending on their age. Griff O'Farrell to 150. True blue. Fitzy with a 17-month. Happy holidays, Stryker. Stay spicy, my friend. Fitzy likes it when I'm spicy. I'll try. I'll try real hard. Rusty's Rips. Stryker, if the next auto is to 50 or less, 10 gifts. Okay. All right. I'm going to hold you to that. Christian with a $5 super. Sorry about that. Doing research for an app that I've been working on for the past 4 months. It's a marketplace with no seller or buyer's fees. Thoughts? That's how you do it, buddy. That's how you do it. What if I then respond? Then I don't respond after all that. How horrific would that be of me? Thoughts. My thought is, that sounds great. No buyer or seller fees? Absolutely, sounds great. Because, so what would happen is you'd have to get some people in nice and early by advertising it on a channel that has a lot of people that are looking to buy and sell cards. You'd have to do a lot of advertising. Get a lot of people in, get some cards on there, get some hype generated. And then, you know, it would, my question is, okay, then how do you make money? And then the answer is advertising, like ads, stuff like that. Or selling your users' data, which, of course, that is the go-to move these days, I suppose, by tech companies. But you got to do probably a combination of both. Otherwise, what else would you, I guess you could get people to pay for more exposure for their listings by advertising. You could also get advertisers to flood your site with and your app with pop-ups and whatever, but that kind of sucks from a usability standpoint. I'm just wondering how you could do it and make money. But yeah, sounds great. Thanks for the super. What else we got? Mike with a $5. You were saying begging for a super chat donation would be cheap. Cheap. Kind of like the Yankees. Yeah. I hope everybody's catching on to the theme. And I hope that the theme never ends. I hope it never ends. And that like 5 years from now, we're still doing this. And that the Yankees have won no World Series. And that the Mets have won like 2. Oh, I thought I was tingly. Now, I might just become a Mets fan. I'm not a Mets fan, by the way. At least I wasn't. But just to spite the Yankees. Oh, man. And then me and Peds would be best friends. I could support his guys. I mean, we're already buddies, but we'd be best buds at that point. Luis Arise to 99. But then again, the reason I don't like the Yankees is because of all the frivolous money. So the fact that the Mets are just doing what the Yankees usually do, and their owner he will not be overspent. I'm torn. I'm not going to commit to being a Mets fan yet, but it is on the table. We're in negotiations right now. Veneziano with a pretty nice sig. I like that. It's legit. Boo Soto. Oh, every time I see it, every time I see the cope, it runs through my veins. I can feel it rushing through my veins. And it goes all the way through my veins and then up my spine. And the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. And it's just like a little dopamine drip. Just bloop. Feels so good. And I don't have a dog in the fight. That's the best part. But the cope. Oh. I don't think I've ever had the pleasure of getting joy from somebody else's cope like this. Technically, it wasn't to 10 or less, but Rusty's Rips donating 10 memberships. What a legend. What a legend. Appreciate that. Lots of green highlights in the chat today. Austin Wells. I'm going to keep eyeballing the chat looking for the cope, and because it's just putting me in a great mood. I'm in such a good mood. And don't do it if you don't mean it, just to get a rise out of me, because that's not fair. It has to be authentic. It's like telling your kids, "Hey, surprise, we're going to Disney World," and then just kidding. Oh, how rude, how mean. Be the worst. Get them all ready, get them in the car. Turn on the car and then drive to the dentist. That's King Cohen's doing it for the people. Ooh, that's a banger. Whoa. Jackson Merrill, first day issue. That's a monster. Out of nowhere, didn't expect this. Michael, sweet hit, dude. Hold on, let's give me a second while I take care of this card properly and get him front and center. And as a matter of fact, man, that is Hot B worthy, but it's not an autograph. It's not a numbered card per se, but the first day issue cards are limited. Hey, Stryker, how limited are they? I think I can find that out for you real quick. First day issue. Maybe, let's see if someone can get it in the chat before I can find it. Found it. Those are limited to 10. I want to take a snapshot of it. My gut's telling me take a snapshot of that, and I'm going to. Monster. Hot B. Where are you, Hot B? Stand. Oh. That looks awesome. Isn't it a 101? It says to 10 here. Let me double check that. First day issue out of 10. So says Chasing Majors, the experts. Chris with a $5 super chat. Happy holidays. Thoughts on stashing update Chrome Megas? Once Skeens is pulled, how much would affect long-term value? I love the rookie class. I think about that on the daily. Should I be stashing more of this product? Gunnar Henderson. Jason Dominguez. But so there's all kinds of options. That's a red JD, by the way. That's a pretty nice card. If you want to do it on the cheap, you can do it Topps update. If you want to up your game, you can go like a Topps Chrome update mega, or you can just keep going up from there. Like whatever, wherever you think the value is currently. Oh, a Beam Team. Man, what a crazy box. Beam Teams are super rare too. I think this is only maybe the second one we've pulled. Maybe 3. I don't remember the last one we pulled. Beam Team Pete. Gnarly. A lot of nostalgia in that design, eh? Any of my fellow collectors from the 90s? Going through a lot of sleeves too and top loaders already. Cardshells.com. Cardshells.com is where you get the best supplies. And use the code StrykerBreaks. Get yourself a discount. All right, where are we at? What are we doing? We're only 2 boxes deep. There's that many hits. It's a lot of hits already. We got a ton of boxes to go. Yeah, Beam Teams are really hard to pull. Hey, Stryker, how many Beam Teams are there? I'll tell you how many. I'll tell you exactly how many. approximately 295 beam teams of each player exist. That's not a lot. Breakers. I keep wanting to call it Breakers Delight. HTA Choice is a stupid name. Just call them all Breakers Delight, tops. Well, Josh Kuroda Grauer. Going to Scott. Also, Mojo Schlesinger to 150. Jasil. And Theo Gellin. Tampa Bay Rays for Jackson. Thanks, Jake. Some people around town have been saying those other guys don't got what it takes for a real good time. Stryker breaks. Some people say that. Topps Chrome update. Hobby box. Debut patch incoming. No, there was a Mojo. It's right there to 150. What's up, Joe? Joe Pad. See ya. All right, AccuRips. Thanks for the super chats. Hopefully it pays off for you. I think it might. If only you had some Mariners gear. I do. If you pull a Skeens auto, I'm donating $150. Wow. Okay, Jax Breaks. Thank you. If you could have any pro debut patch of a player in the last 10 years, who would it be? Ohtani. Absolutely Ohtani. That thing would be, you'd never have to work again. Matty P with a $5 Canada. Been following your channel since about 30,000 subscribers. Love your knowledge and passion. Keep the fire going, eh? Maddie, you must be from our 51st state. I don't know if you guys remember me talking about that, like, before. But basically, I can't wait until that CA isn't even there, and it's just a $sign. We're all in this together. North America. I can't believe in my lifetime I'm going to be able to see our 51st, 52nd, and 53rd state. Canada, Mexico, and Greenland. It's going to be wonderful. There's a Skeens All-Star game. Gonna have to relearn the song, the 50 States song. Did you guys learn that song when you were in elementary school? 50 nifty United States from the 13 original colonies. Anybody? No? Oh. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, man. Okay. No? Just me? Suarez. I still remember it, and I learned it in elementary school. I remember every word of it. Jackson Merrill. All-Star game. Ooh. First and last year Juan Soto as a Yankee. 20 of 50. Gold mini diamond. Are there going to be some spite buys of this card? Just so it can be ripped in half? It really feels like there's some animosity coming from the NYC. It's just a joke, Sergio, but that'd be the best thing that ever happened to him. It's kind of a joke, but there's always a little truth in a joke, right? Why would you not want to be the 51st state? Too much prosperity for you? Oh my, that's the right color. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Ah! A dagger in my heart. Quinn Priester? Oh, the orange. The orange skeins would have just been so. Dream. Orange skeins dream. Dean with a $9.99 super chat says, open my Topps Chrome update. Sapphire today pulled a Jackson Merrill auto to $199 and a red Ellie redemption auto to $5. It's on eBay now for $25,000 or best offer. So you got a bonus auto in your Sapphire? Is that a thing? I haven't opened it yet. I'm not part of the Montgomery Club anymore by accident. Man, what a box. Holy moly, Dean. Yeah, Topps Chrome Update Sapphire Edition. That might get up to $1,000 a box. It's a banging product. Congratulations, Dean. That is a troll. Quinn Priester troll. Way worse than the Jared Jones troll. Way worse. Because Jared's good. Priester might be okay. I don't know. I know Davzig. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I remember. I remember you. You've been around for a long time, Joe. Been a regular commenter for a long time. I remember stuff. Some stuff. Like if you comment on all the videos, I go through, I read the comments. So odds are I'll recognize you. And that goes for both positivity and negativity. The trolls and the negative Nancys, I see them and I remember them. Jesse with a $2. What do you think about AI calling balls and strikes? I think it's great. I want it now. And my take on that is JD Dix to 250, 2024, class of 2024 for the D-backs. Jonathan. My take is I want it to be right. The other side of the equation, the other side of that argument is people saying they want to leave the human element. It's the last bit of the human element. No, it's not the last bit. It's the only. There's everything's the human element. We can have a little bit of non-human in it, and then like calling balls and strikes should be an exact science. Yeah, it's the only thing that's not the human element. It's like the players play, the pitchers pitch, the hitters hit, they run, they dive, they catch, they throw. There's still many tools involved. We got to get it right. I'm so sick of watching games and seeing the umpires. Every single game, by the way, every single game, the umpire's thumb is on the scale, whether they mean to or not. I'm coming from it. I'm coming at it from the standpoint of they have no intentions of being shady or anything. It's just they just are humans, and they miss a call. They miss too many calls. If it was like one a game, I guess, but it really changes the whole game. One ball that's wrong or one strike that's wrong can change the whole game. Victor Hurtado to 99. Just think of it, man. The count is 1-1, or just a straight up 0-0 count, and then it's actually a ball, and he calls a strike. Now it's 0-1 versus 1-0. That is a big difference, and I don't like it. It's too hard with the pitchers throwing as fast as they are these days for the umps to get it right. We have to evolve. I'm sick of the brutal non-calls. I'm sick of all of it. Like, they're getting it right on the field where, outs safe and out. They're getting that right. That's great, because that's a big, big deal too. Baseball's too hard to be screwing over the hitters. First of all, it's way too hard to give the pitcher a call that is like inches outside. Like, you see that a lot. Like, it's like especially with, it seems like especially when there's a lefty batter, the pitcher just gets that outside call, and it's not fair. It's hard enough. And also, we want to see more action, right? Like, we like to see guys hitting the ball. We like to see guys getting on base, stealing bases. So that would help in a legitimate way, where it's like, it's not adding a golden rule where that's going to change everything from an at-bat standpoint, and that's stupid. It's changing things from a we got it right standpoint. This is actually legit. It's pure. That's what I think. How they make that happen, I don't know. That's not on me. Yeah, that's right, Scott. It's hard enough on hitters. And that's always, yeah, Matty P, that's always like, that's what people say. They say, I don't mind as long as the zone's consistent. Like, if you're going to give that outside call, you better give it the whole time to both sides. Problem is, it's never always consistent. It's never like, oh, they've been giving that outside call all day. Because, like, we're looking at it, like, now we see that box on the screen. We never used to see the box on the screen back in the day, where we can see exactly where the balls and strikes are supposed to be. Luke Holman for the Reds. But now that we see the inconsistencies. Back in the day, we would go, they're giving them that outside call. They've been calling it on both sides. He's been calling a strike, even though it's like a little bit outside. Well, now we can see, and it's when that box is up there, how do you then determine that he's giving the exact same call? Like, his line is a little bit on the outside. I want it to be perfect. I want every strike to be a strike and every ball to be a ball, and nobody can argue it because the AI got it right. And they've been working on it for years to try to get it right. And I know that there's batters of different sizes and different proportions, and they're supposed to have a slightly different strike zone depending on how tall they are. I don't know what the answer is to all that, but they've been working on it in the minors. And they'll be able to get it right. Yellow, Luke Keyshaw. To 75. Where's our boys? Our boys slid back a row. Let's get the best ones up front. Luke Holman. I'm looking for someone better. How about a green Bazana? Can't even see him. Look at that front row. Pretty nice. And we got a lot left to go. 4 more boxes. Are we going to keep the home plate umpire? Yeah. Yeah, you still keep everybody in the spots that they are. The home plate umpire still vocalizes it and calls it. He just gets like a signal in his ear. It's either like a beep or, like I said, I don't want to be the one figuring this out. They already got it worked out, but it's going to be, I would think it would be something like that. Instantaneous beep for a strike or nothing for a ball. Seems like a fine way to do it. And then so like instant, you know, the umpire hears a beep and he just strike. Like he just calls it right away. It's right in his ear. And if the player has a problem, they get 1 per where they can challenge it. And then the booth back in New York or whatever looks at it real quick. We're talking like a matter of seconds. And they confirm it or deny it or whatever. Trey Snyder, gold wave to 50. There's a Mets hit. Going to Kurt. Yeah, maybe you don't even need like a challenge after that. They just get it right. And there's... Yeah, they still have the challenge where like if you think they're safe or out or whatever, that's still like there's the human element. You can challenge it if they're wrong. You get the same rules they have right now. But it would just be right at home. So you probably wouldn't even need that challenge. Or maybe you would. I don't know. But the golden at bat rule is stupid. And that's not going to happen. Jeremy Rodriguez. They've been changing enough as it is. They need to simmer down. Like the last thing that I want to see changed, it might have came out wrong. The last thing I want to see, like the final thing that I would like to see changed is the Robo ump. I want that. And then after that, let's let it simmer for a long time. Like it's fine now. Let's stop changing it every year, all the rules. Like now it's good. Let's ride this out for like a decade before we even think about changing anything else. It's like cards. I like some consistency in the parallels or in the inserts or something over the years. I like some consistency, something that ties the releases together. An orange to 25, a blue to 150, a green to 99, you know, that kind of thing. The gold that goes up by 1 every single year, depending on what year it is, 2024. I like that consistency. There's a Bazana first. But in baseball, you know, like they've been doing a lot of things lately for the better. All the moves they've made have been great. But I don't want to change something just to like change something. Like the golden at bat. That's just, there's no need for that. Yeah, let's just do something. No. You're just saying something to get the talk going around baseball in the winter. And while I do like talking about baseball in the winter, I don't like it when it's manufactured like that. We can talk about real things that really matter. I mean, heck, we do it twice a week for hours at a time. Nick McLean. I mean, gee golly willikers, folks. No, just like we could talk about how cheap the Yankees are for 3-4 hours straight. And we could all have a party. And it would be so much fun. Laughing, pointing, reveling in the Schadenfreude. Just like rolling around in it. How about a cosmic box? What do you think? Do we get an auto out of this one? We didn't get an auto out of the last one, but we did get a planetary pursuit. Stryker Breaks the Goat of Breaks asks, you remember me? I do. You better not be stealing my identity on whatnot. Yeah, the only thing that it would take away if we had Robo umps is the managers getting so fired up and screaming at the umps and getting kicked out of the games, and the players as well. Like, we wouldn't have that as much anymore, but there would still be some, like, the thing about baseball is, like, every single game there's something weird that happens, and like people get fired up about it. I don't know, it's so weird. Just watch any game this year and wait for like a player or a manager or some kind of assistant coach or somebody like getting fired up and like yelling at the umps, or just something happening, some weird rule that happens, and like the manager's got to come and talk to the umps and he gets a little fired up or whatever. There's always something like that. So it's not like that's going to go away. Also, there's always weird things with like the bounce of the ball. Always some kind of strange play or something to do with the crowd. There's always a ball going into the crowd, or you can hear the heckler from behind the plate because the microphone's near there. Or you're looking into the dugout, seeing the players do something weird and funny. Like, remember they'd always show Beltray getting messed with, like rubbing his head. It's just stuff like that, little things. They're trying to kill time a little bit, depending on if you're like, you know, you just got out. You got to wait now. Sitting there killing time. Or maybe you're the DH just sitting there. Dominic, all three breaks are the same, brother. Also, if you look at the thumbnail, that includes the thumbnail. You should, for the stream here, it's got all the boxes in it. You're in the next break and you have no idea what's in it. What, you didn't look when you bought in? There's a listing. It lists everything that's in it. You had to click on it to buy in. You just didn't care. That's cool. I mean, it's a good, like, every break is awesome that I do. So, and it's a good value too. So you don't really need to worry or care that you're going to get a good value. India to 150. Purple lava. But they call this, I can't remember what they call the purples to 150. I can't remember. Top of my head. But yeah, man, we got like a lot of good stuff in the breaks. How many boxes the next break? Same as this one, man. They're all in the thumbnail. Okay. Yeah, sorry, you were a little behind. All good. Nola Nucleus. Oh, there's a red? Is that a red? What is this? Hold on. I think this might be a supernova. It is. Supernova. Red supernova. Jason Dominguez to 5. 1 of 5. Joshua. That thing is nasty. You rarely see a supernova, let alone one numbered to 5, man. That is a tough pull. No, Ryan. Not yet. Not yet, my friend. Plenty of Yankees being cheap jokes for the rest of the stream. Sprinkled with sarcasm. All right, India to 150. Where are you going to go? Off to the side. Here's a white. We haven't gotten a white in a while. Feels like. I mean, I guess we haven't opened up a lot of this lately. This is... But Kyron Paris, white border. Judge Cosmos. Judge launched. Albies to 75. Green Space Dust. I remember what that one's called. What is this? What is this? Planetary Pursuit? Ellie, the sun. For not getting an auto in this box is really good. Ellie, Planetary Pursuit, the sun. Red Supernova Dominguez to 5. And then 2 other parallels. Cosmos is so good this year. Cosmic. Woo. I know. I tried for the Skeens, brother. Instead, I was trying so hard for the Skeens. You know I was. I put all of my mental energy into it. Turns out, you cannot change things with your mind. Every single time, but sometimes you can. I mean, the secondary pile's stacking up too. The stage is already jammed full. Yeah, the Cardinals are trying to move Goldschmidt and Arenado. Move away from the whole, it's over. The Tigers are looking to get Goldschmidt. I don't want Goldschmidt. I like Goldie, but I don't want him. I want Goldschmidt from 5 years ago, but I don't want Goldschmidt now. What's that gonna do? Veteran leadership? You can get that on the cheap. Braylon Payne. Brewers going to Justin. Word is they're going after... They're not going to get Dominguez for Goldschmidt. That would be ridiculous. Eli, Serrano to 150. Mets hit for Kurt Richardson. And Aaron Parker going to William. St. Louis. Yeah, of course they would want... seems like a no-brainer to me. Yeah, let's get Dominguez in here. You can have Goldie and his salary. Or Arenado or whatever. But why would the Yankees do that, man? They've been offered the world for Dominguez and haven't accepted it. They didn't even want Skubal for Dominguez and pals. So why would they want Goldschmidt? It just... Sorry, Cardinals, but that ain't... Now maybe the Yankees are desperate and they're like, our fans are not happy. We gotta do something now. It's like, we missed out on Soto, so hey, you guys remember Goldschmidt, right? He was an all-star and he's a Hall of Famer. Not no mo. I mean, he's currently like a shell of what he used to be, but he's still gonna probably get you like a 1 WAR. What do you pay for a 1 WAR guy who provides veteran leadership? What do you pay for a guy like that? What's a WAR worth? Roughly $10 million, right? Like between 5 and 10 million per WAR. I know there's a number assigned to it. I can't remember what it is. Now Tucker to the Yankees. Now we're talking. Like if I was a Yankees fan, I'd be all about Tucker. Like whatever it takes. We want Tucker. Tucker's awesome. And he's in his prime. And he's a lefty. And he plays solid defense. He's really good. Yeah, Goldie's a free agent. Arenado, they're talking about trading. And then of all the teams to sign that guy, Trout. How many times do the Angels have to make a move that is not good enough to do anything, to move the needle at all? Like the Angels, their needle is like right here, and they signed Kikuchi, and it just went. I don't know. You know what I mean. It didn't go up. They didn't get better signing Kikuchi. I don't think. And I'm not biased at all. I'm being straight neutral. Foscue to 50, Youthquake. Travis. Not bad. Class A. Refractor rookie auto to $4.99. Going to William. And Hernandez. Purple to $2.50 for Bobby. We got a couple more numbered cards coming up, though. Vanasco to $1.99. Colt Keith to $3.99. Best Youthquake. One of the best ones. Youthquake checklist is pretty watery for this release. So we'll take a Jackson Holiday. Won't we, Jacob? Timothy says, yeah, I cried when I heard he's coming to the Angels. Listen, the best spin I can give is that at least it doesn't move the needle. It's the best I can give you. And that is not a good thing to hear when you spend that kind of money on a guy. You don't want to hear that. At least it doesn't move the needle. Downwards. Well, definitely not upwards, but at least it's not a downgrade for your pitching staff. Okay. Big ol' stack of secondary hits. We can't really even fit too much more on here. Fortunately, we've got the best box remaining. A box of Gilded. This time I'm not going to cut myself. I got an eyeball over top of the setup here. Well, the last one we got was Leland. Let's see what we got here. Eddie Murray, numbered to 25 for Jacob. Old man, Sig, Eddie Murray. It's not quite like, it's almost an old man Sig. It's not shaky enough to be an old man Sig. But man, is it close. Well, just being honest, like, you know what I'm saying. My grandpa had an old man Sig, and it was just a little shaky around all this stuff. And Eddie's almost there. Like, you can kind of see. It's clear enough where he really cares about his Sig. His auto. And I like it. I like that you can see that that's Eddie Murray. Adley to 99. On top, another Orioles hit. Jacob. Coming your way, Acuna, 24 of 25, gold Ray Wave parallel for Bobby. Harmon Killebrew to 75, gold wave, and our auto. Be a big one. Oh, is that another P? That's another P. Do not troll us like the Quinn Priester. Come on! Huh. No! Triolo? How dare they even put him in here like that? Oh, you got a double troll, Aaron. Sorry. I mean, at least you're getting some autos coming your way, but man. Oh, that was it. We're so close. I feel like it's coming today. Like, we're going to get a Skeens auto day. We got one more break of all the exact same stuff. And now get ready for the hits. There's a lot of them. Here we go. Josh Karen to 499. McCage to 499. O'Farrell to 150. Cags Refractor Moore to 250. Jenkins to 99. Kaiser rookie auto. Arise to 99. Chase Burns first auto. Hurtado to 99. Schlesinger to 150. Gillen, Grauer, Holman, Veneziano, Jason Dominguez. We got a red parallel. Armas Sky Blue. Payne to 200. Naylor, Lunar Glow, Holiday, Youthquake, Colt Keith to 399, Vanasco to 199, Hernandez to 250. That's one of 250 in eBay 101. Class A to 499, Foscue, Gold Youthquake to 50, Rodriguez, Lunar Glow, McLean, Sky Blue, Chrome, Egan, Sky Blue to 499, Keyshaw to 75, Kurtz, Die Cut, Larson, Sky Blue, Azana, India to 150, Paris White, Albies to 75, Parker first auto, Payne first auto, Priester rookie auto to 25, 25 of 25, eBay 101, JD Dix to 250, class of 2024 auto, Eli Serrano to 150, Triolo to 99, rookie auto, Killebrew to 75, Acuna to 25, Adley to 99, Jackson Merrill first day issue. These are limited to 10 copies. Pete Alonso Beam Team, another rare one. Christian Moore first auto. Juan Soto Gold Mini Diamond to 50. Eddie Murray autograph to 25. Jason Dominguez Supernova to 5. Bazana Green to 99 in action. Trey Snyder Gold Wave to 50. And Ellie De La Cruz Planetary Pursuit, the Sun. Break number 3. Let's do it all again. Good luck, break number 3. Thanks for bringing the vibes down, Scott. Sheesh, Scott Stein. I'll raise him back up. Break number 3. Big auto coming out of this box. Come on, baby. Parallel Bazana. Sorota for the Reds. That one's going to Adam. Break number 3 is well underway. Green grass. Braden Taylor. 95 of 99. For David. There's a Bazana in tune. Make sure you hit that like button. I know a lot of you forgot, and I'm gonna hold a grudge against you forever. Unless you hit it right now. And I forgive you. You're in break number 3. Put it in the chat of what you want. Sometimes it helps. Get it out there in the ether. Talk about it a little bit. Maybe you have the reds and you just got a monster Chase Burns hit. And I preemptively gave you what you wanted. Or one of the cards. Adam. The reds are a really good team to get in this break. Because you can get Ellie stuff. You can get Burns stuff. Number 2 overall pick, Chase Burns. True blue parallel. Gorgeous. We've been lucky with some Burn stuff. Big card. You got to name the person though. The player that you want and the card. Like I want to get an autographed whatever or like a red parallel Jason Dominguez, you know, something like that. You got to be specific. Just be very specific. Numbered Cags for Brandon. Just want to see some Cubs. Hagen Smith auto to 5 for Scott. Yeah, if you have the Pirates, you're... I don't even want to say it. I'm not going to say it. I don't want to bring that bad vibe to this place. But we do have an orange, and this could be a monster. Sissel. For Justin. That's a first. Orange. D-back. 4th rounder, but he's young. He's a high schooler. So, upside on this card. There's another Burns. I told you about the Burns stuff. Pulling it. Christian Moore auto. Not seeing a lot of chatter about who you want, so it's on you. Possibly you're a little behind on the stream and you're gonna catch up. Casey Cook. That's a first. Sky blue, numbered. Herrera. Dylan Cruz in action for Daniel. That's what he wants to see. I don't know, Luke. I'm not going to say that name, but you know, maybe he... I don't know. Ivan Luciano. Another stand-worthy card for Justin. There, yeah, looking for what? Waldschmidt, you know. You know the history of Stryker breaks and Waldschmidt. Well, every break you get them. Almost. You're welcome, Brandon. Lunar Glow, Villareal. Nick Mitchell, Speckle to 200. Going to John. Let's just find a real nice one out of here real quick, like. Might as well. We got a HTA. Do you have Instagram? I do have an Instagram, but I don't do anything with it. But I started one up because someone was impersonating my identity, trying to steal it. And so I was like, I better come up with my own then. Basically, if you ever get a message from someone called Stryker Breaks asking you for money or anything at all, that's not me. Just confirm it by emailing me. But it's not me. Cole Messina to 99. For Joshua. John Spikerman. Phillies card for Wilson and South Sene. 115 of 150. Mojo parallel for the Cubs. Tyler, weren't you asking for some Cubs? Wrong Cub? Well, there's always next time. Timothy says, well, I just pulled the Adley Rutschman red to 10 out of a holiday box. That's a crazy tough pull. Congratulations. You posted the Ricky to 25 auto. Oh man, that is a banger. I don't think I got that up on the Hall of Hits yet. I don't remember though. I remember thinking about updating the Hall of Hits the other day on StrykerBreaks.com. I can't remember if I did though. Probably the best card we've gotten all year came out of the last box of Stadium Club. All year from Stadium Club, that is. The Jackson Merrill. First day issue. Black and white Josh Young. There's a red Lindor. Jackson Merrill base. And auto number 1 is a red chrome parallel of Fred McGriff. 11 of 50. Going to Travis. Look at that photo. Really embracing the crime dog. His inner crime dog. Another Merrill. You got like a weird collation in this box. I've seen a couple of multiples. Thurman Munson. The Volpe. Red Raffaella. Green Darius Vines. Chrome. Yamamoto Chrome. Jackson Holiday Refractor. It's a nice card. Mauricio. The numbered green to 199. Die cut Otani Triumvirate. Machado red. It is a funny looking hat. It's a funny looking outfit. Did we get another auto out of there, or did I pass it up or what? Did anybody see? I didn't pass up an auto, did I? There he is, Emerson Hancock. I think I was busy looking at McGriff's outfit. Getting lost in his eyes. Like, I mean, look at those eyes. He's just like, I know you're guilty. I have all of the clues. I don't know if you can see it or not, but he's got a giant magnifying glass there too. You're wearing a hat like that right now, Nacho Man. That's a special one because it tells me all that I need to know. It tells me, one, that you're an old-timey detective, but you're also very cold. So you're doing this somewhere probably in the north. I'm going to investigate you, McGriff. What do you think about that? You're the one who's been up to no good. Judging by just the look of you. I got no clues. Yet. Because usually, like, the Sherlock Holmes hat is without the ears, right? It doesn't have the ears coming down, but it's a... I don't know what kind of hat they call that. I'm sure there's a hat connoisseur in the chat. Like, you don't have those flaps with a tie down unless you're somewhere cold. Because you're going to get real hot. If that's the case, if you're in Louisiana. You should have got two, Ben. Should have got two relics. If you're missing one, you can fill out a missing hit form on Topps. Is that what the hat's called, Nacho Man? Ushanka? It's an Ushanka hat? Or is that just some nonsense word? That just looks like a nonsense word that you just made up. I've never tried it. Yeah, I mean, the worst part about it is what are you gonna possibly get? But usually they hook you up for the inconvenience. So I would do it if I were you. Just give it a shot, save the box, save the receipt or whatever, so you can tell them where you got it from. And usually they ask you for like a number on the inside of the flap of the box or something. And it'll take like probably 4 to 6 weeks before you ever hear anything, but whatever. Oh, that's an image variation. Jackson Churio. It's a sweet one. For Philip. Yes. Ushanka is a Russian style hat. The more you know. No, it's not. It's just a warm Russian style hat. And that's the one that they had on hand. They're like, McGriff, get over here. And he hold this. It's a magnifying glass, a giant one. And put this hat on. Everybody's like, what? It looks close enough to the Sherlock one. Trust us. We'll use this photo real soon. Fast forward 30 years. Here we are. They finally used it. Randy Rodriguez to 125. And that one's going to Greg. We're going to put your picture in the newspaper. They never did, but here we are, a couple decades later, and they finally used it. Wow, Tyler Black, thanks for putting forth such a strong effort on your SIG. Thanks, Tyler. Anywho, Greg, you got the Giants. Yep. Low Profito to 175. No, there needs to be penalties in place when you do that. Like a spanking on your bare butt. I don't know. Like, he needs to get some kind of punishment for that. Like, thank you, sir. May I have another? A paddling. But a real weak guy that does the paddling, so you don't get hurt too much. Like, the weakest guy at Tops gets to give you a paddling. Okay, next up. We've got, let's do, what do we do? How about, let's slide into some Cosmic. That auto right there looks like he's watching something on TV while he's doing it and just looking at the screen. Glance down every once in a while to make sure you're still signing cards and you're not just like off the edge of the paper. Real bad. One of the worst ones I've ever seen. Yeah, I mean, you like send that back to Tyler himself with a nice thank you letter, or back to Tops with a GFYS. Here, you have this. You take this. That's what it looks like, Daryl. It looks like he started and then got distracted and just kind of put it off to the side and didn't even know that he was signing that. He just was like zoned out because he had to sign 10,000 autos. Scott says, you know who cares about his auto? Wyatt Langford. They're always perfectly centered. I like that. The respect meter for Langford has gone up. Jay looking for a debut patch. That's it. No more, no less. Semper Breaks coming in with a $4.99 super chat. Awesome stream. Do you by chance have a favorite college basketball team? Sure, Michigan. So someone wrote a nasty comment the other day. Kind of nasty. It wasn't that bad. I've seen worse, trust me. But like I wore a Michigan hat to one of the streams. It was before Michigan played Ohio State, and everybody thought that Michigan was going to get destroyed. And then they didn't, and then they beat Ohio State. You guys remember? Remember that? So some guy was real mad. I didn't even like rub it in. I didn't say anything about it. It happened. Everybody knows it. I didn't say anything. But this guy came in to the comments and wrote something nasty about like what a loser, lives in Ohio, roots for Michigan and SMH, and like just, I don't know. I can't remember exactly what it said, but something like that. I'm like, what? Why would you think I live in Ohio? When have I ever not made fun of Ohio? When have I ever said anything positive about Ohio? Parker Meadows. I went on like a years-long rant about how I didn't want to go to the National because it was in Cleveland. And that's like Detroit's armpit. And Detroit is, I like, ugh, imagine being Detroit's armpit. That's bad. Semper Breaks with a $4.99. Awesome stream. Do you by chance have a favorite college basketball team? Oh yeah, I already read that. Yeah, Michigan. Sorry. Got distracted with stinky armpit of. Here's a gold. As you wear a Reds hat. I know. I'm a man full of contradictions. Julio to 50. Maybe that's why they thought. Because I wore a Reds hat once? Because I opened baseball cards and Ellie? Maybe. But like, you got to have some nerve about you to think that like you know so much to comment publicly about something that's like so off base. I can't even come up with a comparison. That's like the worst. Like if you're a Michigan fan and a Detroit sports fan, always like I'm always talking about the Detroit and blah blah blah, and then to like assume that I actually am from the place, the worst rivalry. That's the biggest rivalry in the country, right? Michigan, Ohio State, at least from like the Midwest standpoint. I can't even think of a comp. I guess Yankees, Red Sox. I don't know. Like, I don't. Like, what states hate each other? I'm sure there's rivalries all around that I don't know about, but it's Michigan and Ohio. Where are the hits? It's about time to get an auto. 1 in 3 boxes, you should get an auto. So we should. I mean, it's not like exactly. Maybe though. Maybe coming soon, right here. Maybe. Tucker to 150. Ellie. And oh, Churio Refractor. Those are tough. That's a nice hit. Yeah, 2 good Churios so far. 1 real good one. Well, yeah, what are we talking? Like Louisiana, Alabama? North Dakota, Minnesota, that legendary rivalry. Hate to tell you, no one cares. Oregon, Washington, Philly and every other, yeah. I don't know. Miggy and a buffet. Tennessee, Florida. The buffet owners and Miggy, you mean? Big rivalry there. There's like, you go now. You've been here 4 hours. Bowman draft. I don't know, guys. I'm not seeing any legit rivalries. I mean, state to state, like real, like not just football, but an incorporation of just like state hatred. Like I think it's Michigan, Ohio State is the biggest one in the country. I'm not seeing any that are bigger. Alaska and Hawaii, yeah, they're known haters. The continental U.S. likes me more. No, they don't. They like me more. Braylon Doughty for Joel. USC, UCLA is big, but not bigger. Missouri, Kansas has definite state hatred. 2 states that I am not really familiar with, that I don't know if I've ever been to either of those states. No, I have been. I've been to, yeah. Yeah, I've been to St. Louis. Okay. St. Louis is not, I like St. Louis. West Virginia and Virginia, they literally had to split the state. Fair enough. But do they have football teams that are both good? So we gotta, it's a whole package thing. It's not just state to state hate. It's the sports rivalry encapsulated within the state to state hatred. Ben Hess to 125. I feel like Cincinnati, the Cincinnati Reds, are outside of that rivalry. Mostly because they haven't been relevant for a long time. So nobody really cares. But their time is approaching. The Ellie De La Cruz era is upon us. And as long as they keep building and working. That Ben Hess, by the way, going to Dominic. But they need to definitely like keep making little micro moves around Ellie. Duke and North Carolina. Yeah, that's a great basketball rivalry. Yeah, but only hoops. Yeah. That's probably the biggest basketball rivalry. It's got to be. Over the last, like, forever. College basketball rivalry. I think that was inherent. Georgia, Florida. Yeah, that's a big one, but here's a weird thing about that is my family's from Florida originally, and my dad and my uncle liked the Georgia Bulldogs, and they're from Florida. So that's got me thinking that that's not that much hatred. If I don't know one person who likes Ohio State, not one, let alone like a parent or like a family member. Like, no, you wouldn't be caught dead. One time my aunt, my wife's aunt, which is technically my aunt-in-law, I don't know, but my aunt-in-law one time bought me an Ohio State jacket for Christmas. And she is not a wealthy woman, and it was like a leather Ohio State jacket. I opened it up, and you should have seen my face. I was just like, I started sweating. Like my armpits and my back started just dripping sweat because I didn't know what to do. You got to be nice on Christmas to your family that are like, generously giving you gifts and stuff. For the first time in my life, I was at a loss for words. And I just sat there with this dumb look on my face, like I don't know what to do. And I looked at my brother-in-law, and then I looked at my other brother-in-law, and then they looked at me, and then they are the ones that said something. I was like, oh, thank God. I don't know what to do here. I can't even fake this one. I couldn't even say thanks. And I'm a polite person. I was like, like I couldn't make a single utterance. She didn't know. She didn't know. She just thought it was like a cool, like leather jacket. Pleather jacket. Just the sleeves, those ones? Just the fake leather sleeve. It's like one of those, it's like a high school jacket, but it was Ohio State. Big old O on the back. I'm like, I for sure thought that she was like trolling me, but she is not the type of person to do that. So like my mind kept going, is she joking? Is this a joke gift? She's got to be joking, but she's not joking. Oh my gosh, what do I do? I can't even fake that. I can't even fake it. It's just disingenuous to even try. So I just sat there like with my mouth agape, like mouth breathing and sweating. And then my brother-in-law is finally like, says something. Braden Montgomery to 99. Alex says the way that the Ohio State players tried to fight Michigan after they got their rear ends handed to them was pretty pathetic, I will say. I agree, Alex. Couldn't take it. Had to fight. Pretty pathetic indeed. But they are a bunch of babies over there crying and whining and... I didn't say it. Alex did. Arius. Or do I need to get my glasses adjusted? Maybe I didn't quite read that right. That's what I imagined you said. All right, I just zoned out for like 30 minutes. Did we just get any good hits? We're 3/4 of the way through this box. Best rivalry, Iron Sheik versus Hulk Hogan. Iron Sheik's the best heel. But I'm not going to dabble. I'm not going to get into that. Connor Griffin Refractor. I'm going to stay in my lane. People like to tell you that when you have opinions. Stay in your lane. Sometimes it's warranted. Other times, it's not. True Texan with a 2-spot. Texas OU, dude. Put the pipe down. You say so. Oh, I have a laugh track, Art of War. There's a little button I push here, and it sounds like someone's over to my right laughing. It's just a laugh track. I mean, even Seinfeld had one of those. Sometimes mace helps you get back in your lane. Couple of these. I ran out of top loaders. What'd they say about the jacket? They just said her name. They're like, you know what that is? Like, it was just one of those. I don't even really remember. I just know that they were kind of like, they were the ones to say something. Like, do you realize what you've done? Do you realize what you've done? I know you don't. But you need to. You need to know. It was just nice that she got me anything. She didn't have to get me anything. I don't expect anything. It wasn't like one of those, you know, you ungrateful, you know. I was trying to be grateful. I just, my soul wouldn't let me. It's like, not this time. You gotta freeze. Fight or flight. Like, I went into fight or flight or freeze mode and I froze. Didn't know what to do. Gold. True gold first. Luciano. Going to Justin. Justin, you got a little 3-piece back here going on. Gold to 50. You getting another influencer card? I don't think that's how it works. But it would be, you know, I was tops making decisions, and I was thinking, hey, how do we make a big deal about the influencer cards now that the best already has one? Maybe there's like a I don't know, like some kind of a veteran influencer card, like, or a second year, maybe a cup card. Maybe that could be my rookie cup card. Put a little gold cup on it. No, but if it's gonna happen again, it would be Allen and Ginter, and I don't know about that one. Maybe I should use that as a negotiating chip. Cam Smith. I gotta remember that one. Tyler. Purple Nick Montgomery for Travis to 250. And Dakota Jordan. Not bad. He's number 4 in the San Francisco top 10 pipeline. One's for Greg. Yeah, Teal's a big name prospect. But you had to give up some big stuff. I'd have given up Teal. Not that he's not good. It's just like there's only so many elite pitchers that you even have a chance of getting, especially how many years does he have left on his contract? Doesn't he have like 2 years left? What do you spend on lint rollers a year? 5 figures. Breaker's Delight Box. Art of War. The answer is yes. If he can get them for retail, $50 or whatever, yeah. You should buy every one of those for $50 you can find. Pete Crow. Refractor. Blaze Refractor. We're on a rookie run. Colt Keith. Wenceel Perez. Tyler Black, I'll never forget. Ottavino. JP France. Purple. Going to Ryan. And we've got a Yankee. Could it be? It is! Jason Dominguez to 125. Aqua Lava Lamp. Very nice hit. Going to Dominic and Jordan Lawler. To 299 purple speckle. Man, Justin, you are having quite the break. We got more too. A few more in here. Randy Rodriguez negative and Tyler Holton. It's a Tigers box to 399 and a Yamamoto Youthquakes. About time we're seeing some good Youthquakes. We went on a stretch there for a while where it was Busto Youthquake zone. I think Crochet is the real deal. I was very apprehensive because I picked him up last year when he started doing good on my fantasy team. So I was kind of keeping up with what he was doing, and like I was apprehensive. I was willing to drop him if someone else came along. Like it was at that point. But he ran into a little rough stretch there early in the season. Like after he dominated, then he got into a little rough patch, and then he dominated like the rest of the way out. And then they started putting him on an innings limit, and he couldn't really do a whole lot in 4 innings. His 3-4 innings. So it kind of made for like a weird season for him, but I think he's figured it out. He was basically unhittable for quite a stretch there. He's got a nasty arm slot. Best Youthquake you've seen? Well, we got Jackson Holiday out of the last box. So that was pretty good too. All right, Gilded, this is the last box of the break. Let's make it a big one. Cut auto? Come on. I've yet to see one of those. They're super rare, obviously, but not as rare as you would think. Because there's only so many of these boxes that were made. Bert Blyleven to 99. Getting the Twins involved for Glenn. Let me get my thick sleeves. Crochet is cheap for the next 2 years. Yeah. That's another part of it. Like you can have a really awesome pitcher. Man, why? Like maybe they just didn't want to deal with the Tigers. Interdivision or something, but can you imagine that those two lefties coming at you? Crochet and Scooble, and then Job. Oh, Aaron Judge, Superfractor, 1 of 1. Massive hit. Massive super for Dominic. Oh, dude, you got that sweet Dominguez and now a Judge super. That's not even our hit. Whoa. That is Hot B worthy. But let's look at the rest real quick. Carl Yastrzemski, gold wave to 75. Lou Gehrig to 99. And the auto. Ozzy Albies to 75. Oh, we got a super. What's a day of high rollers without a massive super? Any members in the chat, drop a nuke. Use your member-only nuke. Now is the time. Jose's got it. John's got it. Break number 3 hits. Hess to 125. Welch to 99. Churio. Image variation. Vines, Chrome, Green Chrome. Triumvirate Otani. Mauricio to 199. Jackson Holiday Refractor. Thurman Munson Yellow. Josh Young Black and White. Fred McGriff to 50. South the Scene to 150. Spikerman First Auto. Messina Green to 99. Mitchell to 200. Villario. Lunar Glow. Herrera. Sky Blue. Sky Blue Cook to 499. Chase Burns Refractor. Luciano First. Another one. Gold. Sissel to 25 first. Taylor to 99. Chase Burns. True Blue to 150. Sirota First. Emerson Hancock Rookie. Drailing to 499. Refractor First. Doughty Meadows to 199. Tyler Black to 250. Loperfido to 175. Rodriguez to 125. Serrano to 499. Vargas Lunar Glow. Julio Into the Cosmos to 50. Arias. Sky Blue Chrome. Montgomery to 99. Tucker to 150. Churio Refractor. Ellie France to 250. Holton to 399. Rodriguez negative. Montgomery to 250. Dakota Jordan base first. Cam Smith. Carter Johnson. Connor Griffin Refractor. Burt Blyleven to 99. Gilded. Gold frame. Lou Gehrig to 99. Carl Yastrzemski to 75. Jordan Lawler. Purple Speckle Auto to 299. Jason Dominguez. Lava Lamp Auto to 125. Ozzy Albies. Gilded Auto to 75. And the star of the show, Aaron Judge. Superfractor from Gilded. Gets Hot B status. Woo! Day of high rollers. Fun times. What are we going to do on Friday then? Well, we're waiting for the next release to come out, which is probably Triple Threads, but I don't know for sure because that release got moved back. It was supposed to be last Wednesday. Got moved back. So Friday, we're probably going to do something a little bit similar. Not exactly sure, but probably similar to this. These were pretty popular. If you want to join a Stryker break, here's how you do it. Let me drop you a little link. You got to join the Patreon group and become a slammer. And also, I want to thank Baseball America for sponsoring break number 1. Another shout out to them. Baseball America. Check out their top 10 prospects, organizational prospect list. They're coming out with new organizational top 10s every day. 2 things to show you. Patreon. Links in the chat right now dropping. Become a slammer, and this is how you access the breaks. Slammers get notified when I post a break. They get a link to my store, strykerbreaks.com, and they can buy into the break. They sell out pretty fast, so you want to download the Patreon app on your phone. That way the notifications pop right up on your phone, and you can buy in. PayPal payments. And my eBay store, I'm running a sale right now. 25% off until Sunday, and everything's got a best offer option. So if you see a card you like, just shoot me an offer, and we can negotiate. Thank you, everybody.